Hi investors, it's Marcia from Bookworm Investment Club, and Bookworm is a platform that I use to educate women, especially women who are nearing retirement, how to build a profitable stock portfolio. Yes, even in this environment. And I am coming to you from my newly painted office. I've been, for the last couple of hours, here researching and looking at stocks to try and find a couple more stocks to add to my stock portfolio. And I found two, so I'm happy about that. And I will be patiently waiting until the price comes down to where I want to purchase them. They are quality stocks and they will do well in the future because I've done my research. Now, I know I've talked a lot about buying quality stocks for your portfolio. So let me just talk about three things that I consider part of that definition of a quality stock. A quality stock is a company that has started or has continued to increase their revenues over time. Now, revenue is what they get or the income that they receive when they're out there selling their products or their services and people are buying. So I want to see a company increasing their revenues over time, continuously. I also want a company that at the same time that they are increasing their revenue, also increase their earnings. Now, your earnings is what you're going to have after you've paid all of your expenses from your revenue. So I want companies that have a steady increase in their revenues and a steady increase in their earnings. The third thing is the price has got to be right. I do not want to pay or overpay for a stock. So I'm willing to, after I've done my research and this company fits into the type of company that I want to put into my portfolio, I'm willing to sit down and wait for that price to come down to my price point, which is not hard nowadays because the market is down. It's still down from its 52-week high. And so I'm just waiting. So let's talk about that market, what happened last week. Well, surprise, surprise. I was especially surprised at what the market did last week with that steady rise in the market on a daily basis. And I'm sure that I was not the only one because let's face it, things have not really changed globally. We have the pandemic that's still raging. We have unemployment that is raging. The economy is pretty much in the tanks, and yet the stock market still took off and increased. What was that about? I don't know. It certainly put a kink in the plans that I had, and so I had to sit back because I had plans to increase some of my shares in my portfolio last week because I assumed that the market was going to be going down. Those plans did not work out, and so I just sat back and did nothing. But that doesn't mean that I still shouldn't plan, because that's all a part of investing, being able to plan for what you want to happen, and if it does, then you can execute. And so I'm planning for next week. Next week is the beginning of earnings seasons again. Companies are going to be reporting their earnings for the first quarter, and that's January, February, and March. Now, as you know, that's when we started having the pandemic started around that time. So I don't know what the market is going to do. I anticipate maybe we should be seeing some drop in the market. We'll see. As for companies that are going to be reporting their earnings next week, there are a number of banks will be reporting their earnings. And those banks include JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo is going to be reporting their earnings. So those of you guys who have stock in those particular banks, look out for those earnings reports. They're going to be reporting both the revenue and also the earnings. So we'll see. And so I think that's about it that I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to let you know that I am still, I just rearranged my calendar so that I opened up my calendar for next week. So if you're interested in booking a call with me and talking with me about building a profitable stock portfolio, I'll be happy to do that. I do have a signature program that I use, that I've developed to teach women how to invest in the stock market and how to build that profitable stock portfolio. So give me a call. The website is going to be listed down below. Just click on that link. It'll take you to the book a call section. Pick a time and a date, and we'll talk then. Okay, you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and we'll talk to you later on. Bye.